the one attorney that is willing to stand up to these guys. That's not why I'm doing it, but I don't think it's going to hurt me. I took the video down from my website. I asked Omar to take it down. I asked Muhammad to take it down. But the fact that they're surveilling your family is really bothering me. It's really upsetting to me. Before we even brush our teeth at night, they've checked our social media pages, your family's social media pages, and they're trying to control what we're putting out to the public, and I don't like it.
Exactly, and the only reason they sealed the discovery is because they're tampering with
No,
evidence.
can you do me a favor? Can you point that print out?
They're really
I'm gonna
corrupting.
print 3 pages.
I agree with you. And the fact that they've sealed the discovery is damaging any ability we have to defend you, in part because they put out a different narrative. They put out parts of the dash cam that are inaccurate. They put out parts of the dash cam that lack audio. They put out various things to the public that treat you as if you're not even an American citizen, that you're somehow a domestic abuser. They put all these things out. They lied during your bond hearing. Your second bond hearing, the Commonwealth's attorney flat lied about you. And they're saying that you're a danger to the public. These are all lies. So if they want to not only do they want to be able to say whatever they want about you, no matter how egregiously untrue it is, but they want to control everything that we say about them. And they don't have the right to control that.
Right. And like I'm sitting here like in this position that I'm in, I'm like really like defenseless. Like I don't even know what can I do on my part to even say anything or defend myself. And like me even trying to prepare for my case. Like you're talking about bringing 28 different expert witnesses, and I don't know what an expert witness in domestic violence. What domestic violence do I have? I've never had any issues with domestic violence. I don't have anything in my body that's violent. Nothing. And my ex-girlfriend is out there protesting in my name. And if I was this horrible domestic violence person, my ex-girlfriend would literally run away from me.
We've got photographs of your arm 2 weeks after they beat the fuck out of you, and it shows that your arm was severely injured. Like it's insane.
They're pretending that they're the law when they're breaking the law.
Yeah.
When I look at all the evidence, I see that they're lying. I see that they're falsifying. I see that they're just lying about you.
Ditto.
And I have all the evidence. If it's one thing, I'll tell you. You know,
Yes.
I'll tell you. It's one thing. It's one thing when for the past 18 months they tell us that they never beat you, they never sexually assaulted you, they never denied you medical.
What's that?
It's another thing when I see the video and they see the video and then they call here and say, remove the video. Why would I remove the video after seeing you get beat up and sexually assaulted and then denied medical? Why would I remove the video? The whole entire town for the past 18 months, every single person that I talk to, they say nothing happened. Now something did happen, and now you're telling me that you're seeing something happen, and you want me to remove the video? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna remove the video. I want this community to see what's happening to my brother, and I want this community to tell me if this is okay. And you can't tell me remove the video. You can't say tell the brother to remove the video of his brother getting beaten up, sexually assaulted, and then denied medical. You can't tell me now after I see what's on this flash drive. You can't tell me that you didn't lie about my brother. You can't tell me I have Not only that I have all the evidence that Sarah Sammy has, I have the jail videos.
I might not, if I were getting married, be giving you my wedding ring.
You know, I'll tell you, ma'am. You know, I'll tell you. Let me.
He's looking in all his pockets, like he looks like a guy that is supposed to be the ring bearer, you know, the best man, and he can't find it. So no, here he is. He's all serious too.
This is the jail videos. This is all the evidence for what Sarah Sammy has. All the evidence, all the body cams of Robert Drum, all the body cams, all the police reports, every piece of evidence that Sarah Sammy has. And I've reviewed all of it, and they've lied about my brother. For the past 18 months, they've turned a tragic vehicle accident into something that it's not, and they've lied about everything. What's going to happen if I release this information to the community? I mean, what's worse than beating up my brother, sexually assaulting my brother, and denying my... I can never, and I'm not even talking about Mustafa, I'm talking about me. I can never be okay knowing that my brother was sexually assaulted. Knowing that my brother, what they've done to my brother is not okay. I have the evidence. I have it. I could release it, but I haven't released it yet. Now, this is the evidence for my brother. This is the jail videos. And this, I'm keeping on the internet. And there is no one that can tell me, remove the video of your brother getting carried unconscious from one cell into another cell. No one can tell me to remove the video that you've had my brother for the past 18 months with a tarp cover on his window.
I think that's what's bugging him the most.
I can't sleep at night, man. I can't sleep at night watching how my brother's confinement. Why cover his window? Why keep him in a cover? It's not okay, and I have it, and the community is gonna watch it. That Rachel Adams, this is Rachel Adams. Rachel Adams with Thompson McMillan. What a beautiful firm. What a respectable firm to watch the video of my brother, Mustafa Aljazairi, get carried unconscious from one cell into another cell, unconscious. He is carried unconscious. And then another video, his confinement with a black tarp on his window.
Is there anything in those videos that goes to the security?
No. When you Google search Prince William County Adult Detention Center, you see the same pictures that's on this video on the internet. You see inside the jail, you see pictures of inside the jail facility already on the internet. You see them doing training videos, correctional officer doing training videos from inside the jail on the internet, on YouTube, on their official video, on their official pages. So when they say, and they argued today in court, they said, Your Honor, we can't release the video. This video should be under seal because it's going to compromise the security of the facility, of this jail facility. No, it's not. When you Google search this jail, the pictures of inside this jail facility is posted on their official page. You have correctional officer doing training. You have correctional officers, you have pictures of their cells inside the jail facility.
Do you think you could plot a whole prison heist? So just from their pictures?
You know, I'll tell you, and then they actually have ceremonies where they're
in the
calling,
cafeteria.
yes, ma'am, and they're calling on correctional officer by first name and last name, telling them correctional officer such and such, blah blah blah. Correctional officer such. So what security breach are they talking about? They're not concerned about the security breach. They're concerned about what they've done to my brother, and to have Rachel Adams, from this law firm, from what? Thompson McMillan, a respectable law firm, to call here and say, tell the brother to remove the video of his brother getting carried unconscious from one cell into another cell is not okay. Then I've served this country. I've done 2 civilian contracts overseas. We're not military, we're civilian contractors. When we go to Iraq, we serve this community, this country at that capacity. I've done 2 contracts. We ran back and forth between Najaf and Baghdad as civilian contractors. And I've done my time, I've done my part for this country. To come back here and to have Rachel Adams call here and tell the brother to remove the video of his brother being carried unconscious from one cell into another cell, this is not okay. I'm not okay with it. And on good conscience, I can't sleep at night doing that. I don't care if what's the worst that you can possibly do to me? What are you going to do? Arrest me? You've already arrested me.
I don't think that they can do anything to you, actually, from a legal standpoint. I'm the one that could get in trouble. What they're threatening to do is file a motion for contempt against me for releasing the video, but the problem is I released it before the judge ordered that I couldn't, and then as soon as the judge issued an order saying that I had to obey the court's seal, I went back to the office and immediately, within an hour and a half, removed the video from any of our public social media places. And then I asked the family to...
Legally, I'm not on a protective order.
Diligence and good faith.
Yes,
You did your due diligence in good faith, ethically, but you can't control other people when they do the video.
I think that's fair.
Provided, right?
Well, the thing is,
You did your due diligence.
if I get in trouble, it's going to be loud because I'm going to be protesting. I have every right to release the videos that show my client being beaten savagely. But also, when the court orders that I can't release the video, I took it down. So, what this I did my part, but it also shows me that they don't have respect for rule of law, because they're asking me to take the video down for security reasons. It is balderdash. It's nonsense. There's nothing in the videos that's not already in the public record, released by the jail themselves, that shows the exact same parts of the jail that we showed. We didn't show any security places or issues. We didn't show people keying in and out. We didn't show what the tactical response procedures and policies are. We just showed 6 guys running into your room and carrying you out unconscious. And then we showed that you were terrified and that you wanted to go to the hospital. But they're sitting there and you're saying, well, no, you're one of the guys that beat me. You're one of the guys that sexually assaulted me. What's your name? I don't know who you are. I'm scared of you. I want my lawyer. Please call my lawyer. I'm afraid to go with you. I'm afraid you're going to kill me. And you were in your the prison cell that you've been in forever now with the black cover on it. You're laying there in bed. You can barely move. You look like you've been beaten to hell. And that's not showing any security measures by the prison. It's just showing the prison in a bad light. They don't want to be painted in a bad light, but they should be, because they've done bad things.
You know, I'll tell you, Rachel Adams, with Thompson McMillan, I promise you, ma'am, you're going to be held accountable by law. You know, it's one thing it's one thing to tell me nothing happened. See, for the past 18 months, you know, I know something happened, and you say nothing happened. But to call here and say that I've seen the video, but you're going to take it down. I've seen your brother get carried unconscious from one cell into another cell, but you're going to take it down. When I zoom in on my brother's feet, he's carried, hovering in the air with his head linked.
Yeah, I didn't notice that when I watched the videos. I didn't see that his feet weren't touching the gun.
And
Last couple steps.
Yeah.
And for this lady to call here, it's inhumane, and it's not okay. And I don't care who she is, I don't care who she connected to, I don't care what badge or uniform comes up here and tell me, take the video of your brother being carried unconscious from one cell into another cell. I'm not going to do it. Because at the end of the day, it's not okay. And it's not right. And the community is not going to be okay with it. And this community is going to watch this video. And I believe that this community, I believe that we do have rights that are protected, and they're scared. They're not scared of the security of the facility. This is their argument. They say the security of the facility, it's all over, the pictures of the pictures inside the jail is all over the internet. They're scared of the content of this video. They're scared what they've done to Mustafa. Now they have Rachel Adams, who sees the video and then says, take the video of your brother.
Don't forget Billy Tunny. He's Tunner. He's the I guess the top counsel for, what's the name of this firm? Thompson and Mullins. Well, they have it all merged in one word, but he was having some interactions with me today. He's like, "This is a big deal," and I said, "Sir, we've done everything that we can, but I need to remind you, it's an even bigger deal that prison is beating an inmate." I don't think he liked that, but he's kind of a strange guy. The first thing he ever said to me in an email was, "Whenever I see your name, I think of Elaine from The Graduate." And I was like, that's kind of strange, man. Have you ever seen The Graduate?
What is that?
It's called The Graduate.
The Graduate? Is that a movie?
Yeah.
Elaine, this is Robert Drum.
I don't remember.
Okay, so it's a long story, but at the end of it, this guy decides he wants to get back with a girl who's about to marry somebody else. So he runs to the church and drives his really cool car over there, and then he's like banging on the church doors and screaming, "Elaine, Elaine!" And so she runs away from what's the word for when you run away from a wedding?
Runaway bride?
Runaway bride. Yeah. And they run away and elope together or whatever. So it was a kind of weird conversation to have with opposing counsel. I just wrote back, laugh out loud. I was like, I don't know what else to say, really.
Yeah, but these people here, these individuals are very inappropriate. They're all in each other's pockets if all the police officers, all the correctional officers were bad, it would be hell. So I think there's like a couple, well, not a couple, there's a lot of bad apples that are just messing up the image for everybody else.
Sure.
The higher ranks are covering up for them.
Sure.
Mustafa, you know why they're scared? I'll tell you why they're scared. They're scared because there's a lot of good police officers that are not okay with what's happening here. They're scared that other police officers, the majority of police they do their job, they honor the oath, they protect this community. They're from this community. They're not okay with you being carried unconscious from one cell into another cell. The majority of correctional officers, the majority of police, they're not okay with investigator Robert Drum falsifying the police report, then cutting and muting the dash camera, then crushing and staging the vehicle. Now, guess what, Robert Drum? I have all the evidence for my brother. I have everything that prosecutor Sarah Sammy have. Now, I'll tell you what they're scared of. They put a seal on this the same way they want to put the seal on the video of you being carried unconscious from one cell into another cell. They're not sealing it. They're sealing it because they know they've lied, and now they want to hide it from the community to now show this community what's been happening to Mustafa Aljazairi for the past 18 months. I'll tell you, it's not human to watch a video of my brother get carried unconscious from one cell into another cell, and then call here and say, tell the brother to remove that video.
My favorite is when you're like, I'm on a conference call and she just is screaming so hard I can hear it from the other side of the room.
Who, she's screaming?
And our office manager, yeah.
Well,
Also, our office manager's name
I'm
is
here to
with
tell
2
her.
R's if anyone
I'm
wants
here
to
to
know.
tell her that video is released and there is nothing that she can do about it. My name is Omar Aljazairi. I'm Mustafa Aljazairi's brother, and I'm the individual that has the video to what these correctional officers did. Correctional Officer Daniels, Correctional Officer Walensky, Correctional Officer Tipton, Correctional Officer Suda, I have the video that I've been talking about for the past 18 months. Since May 24th, I've been talking about that you've done this to my brother. And now I have the video. And your lawyer, Rachel Adams, with Thompson Macmillan, there's nothing that she can do about me releasing this video. And this video is going to be released. Otherwise, what's the point of being in America? What's the point of saying that we're an American? What's the point of saying I have rights? I have a constitution? You want to tell me that our constitution does not protect my brother from these correctional officers carrying him unconscious from one cell into another cell? You want to tell me that our constitution doesn't protect my brother in getting medical? You want to tell me a pre-trial detainee that his family has been screaming and been very vocal about him being innocent? We have evidence that my brother is innocent. We have evidence, and I have the evidence. I have all the evidence. Don't push me into a corner where I'm going to release everything.
So, I hear what you're saying, and as your brother's attorney, I will say this. Hand me that. This is being held right now under seal. We're going to respect the judge's orders. And I have asked my client's family to respect the judge's orders. But let's be clear. This video shows pertinent evidence of a man who was beaten wrongfully while being held in an American jail. And it shows the injuries that he suffered. It shows the grievous wrong that was done against him. And we are going to fight to have this video unsealed. And I will further add that there is nothing in the videos that we released that was not already in the public stream, in the public social media, in the public realm, in the public reality that is the internet, that was not released by the Prince William Manassas Regional Adult Detention Center itself. Even though it's an entity that can't be sued, this entity released this information as to what the inside of its jail looks like, what the procedures are. And we have a right, since they've released all this information themselves, to release information that paints them in a bad light. That's why they don't want this information released. It's my job to protect and honor the Constitution. So I'm doing so. I'm making sure that this video stays safe and does not get released until a judge rules on this. But let's be clear. What was done to Mustafa Aljazairi is not okay. This is America. This is Elaine Jarvis. I'm here with Omar Aljazairi. He's a freedom fighter and an honorable human. And I am speaking out on behalf of my client, and I'm allowed to speak out as my First Amendment rights allow me to do so. Last words, Omar?
That we're still living in America. We do have a constitution that protects my brother, and the only reason America is because we have a constitution, that we have rights that protects individuals in this country. Otherwise, it's not America. Okay? And for the past 18 months, I'm waiting for those individuals that are patriots to this country, that serve this country overseas, now have a badge and uniform, and are here to protect this community. This is who I'm talking to. Every time you see me on social media, every time you see me in front of the courthouse, I tell them there is evidence that my brother is innocent. There is evidence that they beat and sexually assaulted my brother. There's a video inside the jail. I'm telling those individuals that are patriots, that respect our Constitution, that my brother is being violated. And I'm waiting for those individuals to look at this evidence and hold those bad correctional officers, those bad police officers accountable. I'm asking for accountability. I'm asking that our Constitution is protected. I'm asking that my brother's Constitution is protected. My brother's rights are protected. Otherwise, if you violate my brother's Constitution, if you violate my brother's rights, you're going to violate everybody's rights. And you no longer have America. I mean, what is America? If you really think about it, what is America? America, the only reason it's America is because we have rights that are protected. We have a constitution that's protected. Once you take that away, it's no longer America, it's China. I mean, we talk about all over social media, on CNN, we talk about Putin. That Putin is a bad guy. That Russia is a bad country. That China is a bad country. I mean, why? Why are we talking about China? Why are we talking about Putin and Russia? I mean, if we have individuals like Sheriff Blinhill, Commonwealth Amy Ashworth, Peter Milita saying, I don't care if they're right, I'm just tired of it. Individuals like Rachel Adams that use our Constitution, that use our rights, that use our laws to do the same thing that Putin and Russia is doing. I mean, we've got a mini third world country here in Prince William County, and Mustafa is getting violated, and they know he's being violated. They're taking advantage of my brother. My brother was in a coma. My brother woke up out of a vehicle accident in a coma. They falsified the statement, they crushed the stage of the vehicle, they played around with the dash camera, they muted the dash camera, and I have evidence to show it. This is the flash drive for the evidence that a police officer, I'm not going to say his name, a police officer from Prince William County Police Department supplied me with. And I have it, and at one point it's going to be disseminated out to the community. I'm waiting for Chief of Police Peter Newsham to reach out to this family. Reach out to my family, sir, because I have the same evidence that you have. And if this community gets a hold of this evidence, I promise you, you're going to get a call from the governor. You're going to get a call from the attorney general. You're going to get a call from every badger in uniform. What are you doing to Mustafa Aljazairi? And you have the evidence and you look the other way.